Do you have a zip tie we can use? First, do you have a zip tie? I can't leave it. Hi Gracie, how are you? We're doing great. We did a lot of picture taking today. There we go. We just had to let me get the lighting a little bit better for everybody, and I'm going to start showing puppies. Little stretchy babies. See if we can get this lighting better. There, that is better. Awesome, awesome. Gracie, you're Beth's daughter, right? Just want to make sure I'm talking to the right person. Yeah, all right. Well, then I know which puppy to bring up to the camera first. Little man. We put him on a red collar today. I have a video that we're doing, but there's the baby. Right. I need to clean their pen. Yes, okay. Which one do you have left? Hmm? Little one here is going to have to wait for her collar because she's little and it's going around her arm. I don't want that to happen in this one too. Oh, goodness gracious, you guys, huh? You have to wait a little longer. Let me see you. We look who you are, huh? So we know who you are. We have to change this pen several times a day because they're starting to void a little bit on their own. She's like, hey, roll me over. In the morning, I really do a good job at cleaning it. It's pretty dirty. All right, Noah, I'll be right back. Come on. You don't like it, do you? Cute little thing. Actually, no, this is the girl. It's the boy you guys reserved. That's the boy. Come on. Is this the boy? No, it's not the boy. Come on. This. Nope. Yes, this is the boy. This is the boy. Hello. I have an orange color on me. This is the little man. I was wrong. Yes, I was. Goodness gracious. Hi. Hi. Gotta get their kisses there every time. Okay. Yeah. You want to grab this? It's not bad. There you go. You get your mama. Yeah, they are all very, very precious.
they're getting used to their collars. We did a video. I'm going to be posting it tomorrow. I'm going to do some editing to it and stuff like that. But we put their collars on and we gave them some nicknames, except for Silas. I showed Gracie the wrong puppy. I showed her the little girl that's identical to your little boy. So Silas is there, yeah. Oh yeah, every time they're picked up, they're given kisses, and we put them on in different positions. And um, you see the pink and the blue, baby blue collar? They look so much alike. The baby blue one's going to be darker red. Yeah. Oh, so you knew right away I was making a boo boo. That's funny. All right, I'm going to run and do a few chores, but I will be back. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just going to go bring Mama in and let Bella Sky out to go potty. And then we'll sit down and we'll have a chit chat for a little bit. Yeah, a lot of them look very similar. And actually, when I get into the box, give me about 10 minutes because I have a few little chores to do, and I'll be back on. Even if you pop in and out, I'll be here. But there's quite a few of them that look quite alike. And that's why we put collars on them, because usually I can tell them apart. But there's three, a boy and two girls that look quite similar. One of them has a smaller face. The girls that look like your boy, one of the girls has a smaller face. And then of course we have the little peanut that's small. I mean, right now, looking at the whole batch, you can't really tell where the peanut is. But yeah. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey, Mama. You want to come in? Huh? We're going to let the bells out, okay? Go in your pound your babies. Okay, you don't have to. At 2 weeks, they start wanting to take a little bit of a break from their babies, and that's absolutely fine. Would you mind putting her behind the gates that way you can let Bella out, please? Ready, Bella Sky? Come on, Mama. So we're having to do rotating doors right now because we have dogs that are in heat, and when they're in heat, they get a little bit cranky. So we kind of have to manage around that. Oh my goodness. on, Mama. I'm just finishing up my supper time routine here and being. Oh, there's nobody on. Okay. I don't think so. Oh, there's one back. Okay. goodness gracious. Hold on, Mama's coming. Hey, I'm back, everybody. I'm just gonna go get a few more things, my laptop, and then if you guys have any questions whatsoever, I'm here and I can answer them for sure. You little teepers. Huh? Alrighty, I am here. Do not mind Striker outside. He's just doing his job, keeping the animals outside at bay, the wild animals anyway. It is warm over here today. Holy schmolies. Yeah, I'm gonna get some room to put my feet up. Hold on, Mommy will be back and she'll open the door for you, okay? She's at the stage right now. She's going to be spending more and more time away from her babies. So as long as she feels like the puppies are not being threatened, she's good. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go get something to put my feet up and be here to chit chat, and she can come in and out of her pen as she feels like doing. Hi, my sweets. Hi, my sweets. Go have fun. You can be on my lap right now, silly girl. So how was everybody's weekend? I'm gonna get on the computer here so I can actually read you better when you're responding or you're typing. Yes, we have some crabby puppies outside, so they are in their evening. We're having their evening run outside where they can come in and out for a little bit. That way, it gives them a little bit of exercise before bed. Usually, try to put them to bed between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. So that's what we try to do anyway. Alright. Oh, there we go. Here we are. Alright. I am actually here. Sorry about that, guys. I started the live stream without thinking I needed, by the time I'm done my live stream, I'm probably going to be going straight to bed after that. So I kind of wanted to. I'm going to open my diet ginger ale here. and I kind of wanted to get all those chores done so I can just focus my attention on the live stream. So we do have a chaotic environment right now. Last week we had, oh my goodness, between Violet's emergency C-section and family over, yeah, it was just a whirlwind of a week with just different things happening. So we've kind of been laying low a little bit, but we're back. We're back. Time to play catch up. So yeah, they are actually turned 2 weeks old on Friday, so they are actually 16 days old, no, 17 days old. They're on their 17th day of life. They're doing amazing. We're probably, because it's such a large litter, we're probably going to start them on some thickened puppy milk here soon. The sooner they start lapping up extra milk, the better it's going to be. If you're seeing the orange collar hanging, it's because the sweet girl, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the sweet girl, she kept on putting her arm through the neck area, so we didn't want it to choke, so we're keeping it off for now. But as she gets a little bit bigger, he or she, I think it's a she, I don't know, I'm gonna have to go back in there and check it out, check which one it is. But yeah, I'm sure it's not as warm up here as it is in your area. Right now the house is like 80 degrees, except for the living room. The living room is cooler, but we try not to keep it too cool for the puppy's sake. Still with that. They're so peaceful. Give them another week though. They're going to start barking. When I was taking pictures today, they were starting to growl a little bit, which is normal. They're just doing their normal like vocalization. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Yeah, they are just being cutie patooties this morning or this evening. I haven't done a puppy whelping box live. Well, I did one yesterday, but yeah, I haven't done a Q&A in a while, just because everything has been just so chaotic. These puppies are going to look a lot like your Deja, that's for sure. There you go. You're back on your feet. I can't believe how much they've grown in just, what, 2 weeks? You're little peanuts. That little yellow one in the corner there. She's cute. Or is that he? Wait. I don't know. I'm going to have to have a cheap. Every time I have a litter, it takes me about a week to really get used to what I named them. So the girls are already named. We have Silas that's already named. And then we have, where's the other one? Yeah, me too. I love the ones with the white stripes. For sure. They look so comfy. There, the one without the collar. That's Silas. Okay. Now I remember. so relaxing watching them. What you doing, Mama? What you doing back there, silly girl? Weirdo. Come here, Trouble. What are you doing? She's going around the room trying to see what she can get into. Big smile on her face. It's only easy to maneuver this phone around. Silly girl. Silly girl. She's got this big, huge smile on her face. Wicked happy. Oh, yes, they will be. Very soon. A lot of poop. But, you know, I find that the bigger litters are easier to potty train. So, and we're probably going to, yeah, by next weekend, we're going to take, don't you tear that ball apart, you missy. I'm molesting her there because she likes to tear that ball apart. Yeah. Well, that's all right. Anna will help me keep him in line. We catching you. Oh, shit. She's wanting to spend more and more time away from her. She's going to destroy that ball. I'm going to have to go buy Otto another ball at Family Dollar. What are you doing? She doesn't want Mama. Don't tear that ball apart, you missy. Pretty little babies. I just love how her coat is just so shiny still. Our last litter was only 3 puppies, and I'll tell you, I forgot how much a lot more work 9 puppies are. My goodness. I was doing pictures and videos today, and I was like, my goodness gracious. We're starting to hear a little bit. I could fall asleep right now watching these little boogers. Can you guys believe we're already in August? This summer is kind of flying by so quick.
Such a good mama.
They're so wicked cute. I know, huh? They're adorable. They're starting to be fun. They're starting to walk around a little bit. A little one here. It's like, get me in here. Get me in. Am I distracting you, Pepper? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sure it was hard. But I think you made the right choice. To be honest with you, I think any of these puppies would have made the right choice. They're all handled quite often. Look at the muscles on that puppy. Holy schmolies. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a very proud mama. She loves being a mom. Really loves being a mom. Do you see the one behind her, upside down? Cute. Yes, Silas is without the collar. He's the one that was just, you see the muscles on the back of his legs. Cute. Man, the way that they're suckling all that on their mom, it's like, holy schmolies, girl. And she doesn't mind though. I clipped their nails today. I gotta get back into the routine of live streaming during Sunday, but I'll tell you, I've been wiped out the last couple of weekends with everything going on. And then of course I had to have a fibro flare, so that didn't help. But we'll get back into there. We'll get back into the routine. We have someone coming next weekend for a meet and greet. You can come and check the mama. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into breeding, a lot. And especially when you're dealing with a brachycephalic breeds like this, you have to be very careful and mindful of their respiratory and making sure the temperature is right in the house. And we just actually stopped the heating pad underneath their whelping box a couple days ago. They can't adjust their own body temperature regulate the body temperature for the first 2 weeks. So we have the heating pad underneath. Right now, the only reason why we have a light is so that way you guys can see the whelping box better, or see them better. But yeah. So they had their nails clipped today. They were weighed, and I usually do that on a live, but I've got to catch up on my rest right now. I could do a live, but I look like total poop. So I was like, well, I'll just record some videos, and so I'm working on a video that I'm going to publish tomorrow, and we're going to go from there. Hi, pretty baby. There's the stylist right there. He's like, yeah, I'm just relaxing. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's mentally, when we go through, it's been, how do I say that? It doesn't matter how good you do at your job. There's always ups and downs with everything that you do. And we have our ups and downs doing this. The loss of Violet's litter wasn't our fault. We know it's not our fault. But it's still mentally draining because you feel bad for the dog, and you feel, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for them. So we've been fighting, well, not fighting, but we've been trying to encourage her to eat and get her appetite back. You can tell she has her energy back and everything else. It's just, she's just not wanting to eat. And it's all that. It is heartbreaking. It's all that hormonal shifts that her body is going through, because she was producing milk and everything, even though she was 2 weeks early. The loss of the puppy. What had happened is we had noticed that she really wasn't eating. She wasn't eating. She didn't really want to eat. And I was feeding her, little bits of food here and there, and I could trick her into eating here and there. And it's not uncommon for pregnant females to go through that, right? So I was like, all right, so, I know exactly what I need to do and different things I can offer. And come Monday, she just wasn't herself, and she was avoiding this. We have 2 or 3 steps in the front porch, and she was avoiding the steps, and I'm like, ooh, that's not good. And so anyway, I called the vet's office, and we ended up bringing her for 140. And as I was lifting her on the table, I noticed she had some green discharge. Well, green discharge means there's a placenta that's separated from the uterine wall. So we knew right there that was a puppy that was deceased. There was no doubt about it. So they took her progesterone tests, and they did blood work and all of this stuff, and they did the ultrasound. They found that there was one puppy indeed deceased. There was 3 other puppies, but unfortunately, so that way she didn't become septic, so she didn't get a really serious infection. We had to go forward with a C-section. And unfortunately, the puppies were 2 weeks early, so there was no saving them. At that point, as a breeder, you have to make the decision on what's the best interest for mom and dog. And although that was only her second litter, we decided to spay her, and it's done. She's done. And she's had some some challenges with a lack of appetite still. On the stove right now, I have her some chicken that I usually stay away from chicken, but when they're in these situations where they don't want to eat, you get them to eat whatever they want. So I took some chicken out of the freezer and I'm warming that up. I'm going to cook her some rice, and if I hand feed her, she's eating, but it's like you have to really bribe her and get her to eat. So I'm just anxious for her to be kind of, it could be the antibiotic she's on that's causing her to have a lack of appetite. She only has one more dosage left. Yeah, so we had to bring her to the vet again because she wasn't eating, and I was really concerned about her, her appetite. I was concerned that with her spitting up. So they ended up putting her on an anti-nausea medication and stuff, but she has that one more pill, and I think once she's done the antibiotics, I think the nausea will be a lot better. That reminds me, I gotta give her an anti-inflammatory tonight too. Oh goodness. I can't believe how big they are. And then poor Otto, my boy, he's having a really, really hard time right now because the 3 younger Frenchies went into heat. Oh yeah, she loves being a mom. She loves being a mom, and I've got to take the human emotions out of it when I make a decision, because sometimes I make a decision because I feel like, how do I say that? I overthink things and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh, she's had 4 litters, and I'm going to retire her and stuff like that. And my vet was like, why are you going to retire her? She loves being a mom, and she's excellent, and she's not overbred, and she's healthy. He says the only thing I recommend is have her teeth cleaned. So she does have an appointment to have her teeth cleaned. We're going to do her blood panel. We're going to do all of those things. Rule of thumb, they said, with great dogs like this that are great mothers, that love being moms, that their bodies are handling it well, then 4 to 6 litters, they usually say. So we may have one more litter. We're going to skip her next heat. We may have one more litter, or we may not. I'm not really sure. But she does love her puppies. She really, really does. She's an excellent mother. But plans change so quick, like a blink of an eye. Our plans just change. So it's like 1 hour after, you could say something one day, and the next day you have to go with the flow and make other decisions and other choices. But again, everything is in the best interest of the dog. They come first, that's for sure. She really hasn't left her puppies much since she's had them. She'll come out, like, it's funny because I was in the other room last night or the night before, and Chris was like, somebody wants to come see you. And I'm like, who? All of a sudden he opens up the gate and she just comes flying on my lap, and I'm like, oh, I miss you too, baby girl. She's like, Mommy! But it didn't take her long. She was back with her babies. But yeah, I think in another week they're not going to be able to fit in that Whelping box. But that's all right, potty training starts. So yeah, next week. Usually, I don't really offer them food much until about 4 weeks of age. But because there's such a big litter, I'm gonna get some baby rice cereal, and I'm gonna mix it up with some formula, so that way we can offer them some of that. Because I think that she's gonna need a little relief here. But she's done excellent so far. Excellent. Look at the one on its back. Little cutie patootie. Oh my goodness, if I could get down on that floor. It's not getting down on the floor that gives me a hard time. Just get back on. I had 2 knee replacements, so for me to get onto my knees to get up off the floor, it's difficult. It's just Daddy. And the way that she has a smile on her face all the time, it's just priceless. Oh yeah, she does. She does produce a little cute babies. That pairing, the pairing of the dad. This is the second time I paired her with the same dad, and they just produced, like the first litter that they had together. They had some cream babies. So I was surprised we didn't get any cream, which is fine because these are just as gorgeous. But yeah, they're just. You know they're either going to have red fawns, or they could potentially throw cream. So if we do one more litter, I want to make sure that she is paired up with the same stud. Right, baby girl? She's like, oh yeah, I'm feeding my babies. Nini on. Oh, that's little Zoe climbing right over there. Is that little Zoe? Yes, I think it's little Zoe. She's a little trooper, that one. She, little Zoe, I mean, we were concerned about her because she was so little compared to the others, and every time Chris and I would go into the Whelping box to put her on her mother, she was on her mom. She did not let the others bully her out of the way, that's for sure. But I know Anna's gonna want to come here this week. Yeah, she's been around my breeding program since she was little. So she's been around them for quite some time, and you could tell that she's growing up, and she's very. I mean, I still have to remind her she's only 3 years old. So, like, when they get a little bit bigger, I'll have to remind her not to walk around with them, and stuff like that. But she does really, really well with them. Really well. So yeah, that pad bird now, you can tell they're starting to pee a lot on their own, and they're going to be ready for the pee pads because yeah, I like watching that video. She was with me when I brought Violet the other day, and she cried when I had to leave her at the vet, because it was just going to be for a couple of hours. She just cried, and I had to explain to her, no, we're coming back for the dog. We're coming back for her. Don't worry. But she's at that age where she doesn't understand. And then when I brought Bella had to go for a progesterone test. And so I'm starting to get in the habit of doing progesterone tests, because for the longest time I've been old school, where I would breed them on the 9th, 11th, and 13th day. And I had pretty good luck doing that. But now that, like in 2027, we're going to be focusing on the Fluffy Frenchies as well as the Frenchtons. So the Fluffy Frenchies, there's 3 of them that I co-own with a woman downstate. And for us, we're going to have to look for outside studs, because we want studs that have the DNA that complements the girls that we have. So it's not as easy as just putting auto, and we really want to, we didn't want to use auto this time. We wanted to use an outside stud, but unfortunately with the loss of the litter, that kind of put a damper into our plans. So we are using auto. They make wonderful babies, so it's not an issue. It's just we were hoping for a little genetic diversity. But anyhow, where was I going with this? I don't remember. I'm just excited about talking about all kinds of things here. But yeah, so I brought Bella in because I want to get used to the whole progesterone testing. And the woman took her out back just to do the little blood work, and she stood by the door and she's like, no, I want to go with them. And it's funny because about a year and a half ago I brought her, and they had taken Dusty, well maybe it was a year ago, I brought Dusty, and they were doing something for his eye. They were treatment for his eye, and she ran out back. She was not shy. She was going after her dust. So she's a very passionate child. Unfortunately she takes after me that way. But yes, I'm giggling. I just love it. Yes, he is. He's beautiful though. He's finding a comfy spot. He's on his legs there. He's starting to, he's going to be walking around pretty good here soon. Look at those muscles. Yeah, that's why I tell people wait till you see the shape of their faces, and you get to see what they are. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, it's still wet. Okay. We hang dry their their pee pads. We hang dry them, so I'm gonna go hang dry. It's starting to rain outside, so we had to bring it in. I'm gonna go hang it up in the garage. so that way it can finish drying. So yeah, Pepper has an appointment, I believe it's either September or October. I know I have surgery for Otto in August. I have surgery for Dusty's other cherry eye in September or October. And then I have her for her teeth cleaning. Oh, Daddy, she's asking to go potty. I know. I told Daddy, he gonna come get you. Easy is. I know. Brad. She's like, who? Me? No way. I don't think you heard me. Nope. Oh yeah, he heard me.
You don't have to wait a little. I just let Birdie yell.
She's like, forget that. She goes, I need to go.
Back up.
Oh, that's right. She can go out with Dusty and Olive. Good girl. That dog has come such a long way. We didn't bring her in as a puppy. We brought her in as an adult, and she's developed into a really sweet dog. Miss Rumi. She's so pretty. Silas is getting himself really comfortable right now. I know, he's just so cute. He's like, I can't get comfy. There it goes. Sleeping so peacefully. Now he's a pillow for sweet and Rumi. He's like, forget that. That's my butt. you guys have a great night too. I'm probably going to be shutting this live stream off in a few minutes. I want to get my others tucked in for the night. We've been outside for a little bit playing. Oh yeah, full bellies for sure. They're acting like me when it's hot, tossing and turning. Cute little things. Nope, not snoring yet. Well, you guys, I'm going to actually call it a night. I'm going to end this live stream. We're hoping to do this more often now that I'm getting back into routine and stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.